now that I've kind of watched through all of the main series Star Wars movies, the full Skywalker saga, both short movie, both like interludes in the middle, Rogue One and Solo, I wanted to like go over my review again. I ranked the prequels at the top because, as I've said a bajillion times, the prequels are my favorite. I love Aiden Christensen, of course, like that always holds a special place in my heart, my first celebrity crush. But overall, I like their story. I like how concisely they've done. I feel like they've done the best adding to the prequels over the years. Like, that's the best addition to the originals. And every addition to that, like, none of the additions to the prequels, the Clone Wars cartoon, none of that stuff I feel like really has been a miss. I feel like after that, you start getting into things that are kind of more of a catch-20. The cat has decided she needs to be up here. My cat has unfortunately decided I can't record a Star Wars video. Let's see if I can get an angle that works. There. All right, back to Star Wars. I like Revenge of the Sith is my favorite, Phantom Menace, then Attack of the Clones. I feel like those rankings are pretty straightforward, and my explanation of those have stayed pretty much the same. I talked a bit more about each of those in their video than I did later on. When it comes to the originals, I put them in basically reverse order, going backwards, because I feel like while A New Hope's great and it's the first and it's a pretty good movie, I feel like, you know, the later two are stronger movies and I like them better overall. It's pretty arbitrary ranking. I feel like Return of the Jedi is like the best of the originals. I mean, there's not much to disagree with there. With Revenge or Empire Strikes Back is a close second. Following those, I have Rogue One. Rogue One is actually pretty good in my book. I debated where to place it, and I just found that the originals are just too strong to beat it. But they're really good. It's like one of the best, and it tells a story that needed to be told rather than something that like was easy. Like everything can be left to the imagination, but if I had to pick something to be told, it would be that one over Solo or even like a lot of the other stories. I feel like it works in that setting. I can't stand Rise of Skywalker, and I think Force Awakens was a really strong opening to the sequels. Like, it has its criticisms, it followed the book a little too closely, I have some problems with some of the plot points, but like overall, it was a really good movie. They're all basically, like, not all the Star Wars movies are good movies on their own, pretty basically. And then Last Jedi just kind of falls in between with Solo at the very bottom, because I don't like Solo. I like it. Like, at least I can respect, like, I like the setting and things like that in Rise of Skywalker, and I like the references. Solo doesn't have any of the good stuff I'd like, so it is at the bottom of the list. So that's kind of a definitive explanation of my ranking seen here again. What do you think?